What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What is up, Chuck? Chuck, you really the first one. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, Chuck, I'm here. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What is up, Big O with a daily heart? Spirited Garage. What is up, everybody? Chuck, if you could just do some spamming for me as I hit the streets, telling people to get their daily heart me in and tell them to share the live stream, I would really appreciate it. Especially the daily heart and the share. Spirited Garage user. What is up, everybody? I'm here, man. I'm here. We're getting this started. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How's the signal, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. How is the signal, you beautiful people? How is the freaking signal, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening, everybody. Is it good? Thank you, Yelise with the daily heart. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. What's up, Chrissy? We're in Guangzhou. We are in China. We're in southern China. Corinne. Chrissy with the daily heart. Great to see everybody. Great to see everyone. Great to see everybody. The live stream is just getting started. I'm going to try to give you guys a solid 2 hours. Okay? It's very hot. I ain't going to lie. It's hot. So I'm going to try to give you guys, like I said, a solid 2 hours. Thank you, Wildflower. Taps, shares, and please get your daily heart me in. Very important that we have a good signal tonight. Hopefully the signal is good. I'm actually going to unplug this battery pack and just let my phone do its own thing. We're here in Guangzhou, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived. We came here about a couple hours ago, 3, 4, 5 hours ago. And we were here about 3 hours ago. Took a shower. I came out and had some late dinner. Tino with the daily heart. But now it's time to go to work. All right. Everybody, the share button's on the bottom right. I'm going to give you guys a good 2-hour show this morning. What's up, Good Deed? Great to see everybody. Okay. Great to see everybody. Good morning, everybody back home in the United States. Great to see everybody. Make sure y'all follow the channel and share this live stream. Now, we are in the streets of China. We are in Guangzhou. Here we go, Alexander. This is really the here we go. We are in southern China. We're one of the southernmost places in China. This is like the deep south here in China. This is a city of 18 million people. All right, I'm going to save the explanation for a little bit later as we walk down the street because there's going to be a lot to see tonight. I have very fond memories of this place. Shreds Army, great to have you here. Louisa Chan with a daily heart. Everybody get your daily heart me in. Man, David Wu always getting our first donuts in. Everybody get your daily heart me in. All right. This is what southern China is going to look like late at night on a Friday night. The place that we're about to go to is going to have a lot going on. I'm navigating by myself, so I have to make sure I'm going the right way. But this is going to be a place that's going to be very bumping. What's up, Christy? It's going to be very bumping and it's going to be very lively late at night. Okay, this is really going to be unlike anything y'all have ever seen anywhere else in Asia. Even Bangkok wasn't this bumping late at night. What's up, Saint Lee with the daily heart? Saint Lee with the daily heart. Everybody get your daily heart me in. Great to see everybody. Now, right now, it is 11:19 p.m. Alexander with the donuts. Natasha with the donuts. It's 11:19 p.m. out here in China, in Guangzhou. It was about a 2-hour drive to get here. There's not that many people out here right now, but it's about to get. It is about. Chuck, you want to be a moderator, Chuck? You watch me every single freaking day, Chuck. You want to be a moderator? Because I'm in need of some good moderators. Let me know if you want to be my moderator. It's 11:19 p.m. out here in Guangzhou. It should be 11:19 a.m. On the East Coast. We're going to walk into a core urban village. Tino, HB. This is going to be one of the largest city villages anywhere in China. It is huge. Okay, it is a city within the city. All right, everybody, please tap on your screen. Share this live stream. Now, almost at midnight, a lot of these businesses are still open. Okay, what is up? You'll see. Look at all the people on the scooters. Now, We're going into a very working class neighborhood out here in Guangzhou. All right, so what that means is that you're gonna see a lot of, we should not be lagging, ladies and gentlemen. Minam, you're about to get muted because you always say we lag. We're not lagging at all. Are we lagging? We shouldn't be lagging at all, ladies and gentlemen. I got perfect 5 bars. I got perfect 5G. I should have perfect signal. We should not be lagging. No, we should also have crystal clear signal. Okay, cool. All right, look, let me explain what's going on with this city, y'all. This is a working class city, but it's also a fancy city. 18 million souls live in this city in China. 18 million people, all right? But there's gonna be, out of those 18 million people, a lot of them cannot afford to have normal apartment housing anywhere in the city. Why? Because it's too expensive. So there are these urban villages, these city villages where the locals can afford to have a place to live, where the rent can be capped at maybe $250 a month, okay, for them to live in one of the largest cities in China. This is one of the 4 tier 1 cities in China. The city is called Guangzhou. For those of you that are interested, Guangzhou is also known as Canton, Canton, Canton. All right, time for us to go into the urban village. I believe I have to make a left turn right here. Yeah, I'll make a left turn right here. Man, y'all ready? Man, we about to go into the urban village. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, we not in Kansas no more. We not in North Carolina no more. Thank you, Chuck. We ain't in no North Carolina. We not in Kansas no more, ladies and gentlemen. We in the cut now. We in the real now. I hope y'all are ready because we are in the real now. Thank you, Crystal. Now, a couple of questions for everybody who's watching. Okay? How many of you guys joined this channel or started watching me after last June? So after June of 2024, how many of you guys joined this channel after June of 2024? Meaning before June, y'all have never seen me before. Before June of 2024. Okay, let me know in the comments. How many of y'all were before? How many of y'all were here a year ago? How many of y'all came here after? Okay, Megan just discovered me today. Great to see you, Megan. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so I was in Guangzhou last year. I've been streaming on TikTok for about a year and 3 months. 4 months, to be exact. A year and 4 months. Oh, actually, a year and 4 months tomorrow. I started on February 21st of 2024. So a year and 4 months tomorrow. Now, I came here in June of last year, and I stayed here for about, if I remember correctly, I stayed here for about 6 nights. There's a lot to see, okay? And this is what I call real, authentic, urban neighborhood here in China. Thank you, Robin. I mean, what you're about to see is the most authentic daily life of how the average working class, lower middle class to middle class folks here live in China. It's Friday night, so there's a lot of people out here. They're gonna be selling their products. Look at that, Lego, Angst, with the donut, Alexander, Orange Jill. We just getting started, y'all. All right, I mean, look at this. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Angst. Look at how fast they're going. How's the signal, everybody? We are in an urban village, so please let me know, how is the signal? Thank you, Lara. Thank you, Angst. Thank you, Lego and Orange Jill. You're here for the food? You're gonna see a lot of food, Megan. Let me explain to you why. Out of the 18 million people that live in this city, at least 4, 5, possibly up to 6 million people. What's up, Jeff? Possibly up to 6 million people live in these urban area called urban villages. So what is an urban village? An urban village, ladies and gentlemen, is a series, thank you, Jamie, of these older construction buildings that were built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Many of them were actually built with no permits, okay? They just built wherever there was land, all right? So urban villages is a great place for people to come and have a place to live in an urban part of China without paying exorbitant rent. Meaning they can't afford to buy a house here in the city They can't afford to live in a luxury condo. So a urban village is a place for young people who are just graduating college, for older folks who are maybe working class, working in a restaurant, working in retail jobs that can't afford very high rent. It's a place for them to stay in the city as well. Okay, so everybody please tap and share this live stream, y'all. We're at 12,000 likes already. Great to see everybody, y'all. Great to see everyone. Jamie, thank you very much. We will get to take a look inside. My biggest concern right now is just I want to make sure the signal is going to be good. Thank you, Robin. I just want to make sure the signal is good. But this is going to be a huge labyrinth. I mean, urban villages are absolutely huge. Okay, you're going to see food. There's a food stall right there. Signal is crisp. Good. I mean, think about it, y'all. It is 11:26 p.m. in the freaking evening. Hey, Chuck, you want to be a moderator? 'Cause you make a damn good moderator. Let me know. I think I got to make a right turn here. All right, I'm not going to go down this street over here. We'll probably double back here at one point, okay? But there's a lot of businesses. Chuck, I'm going to make you a moderator, man. There's a lot of businesses down here. Okay, a lot of things going on over here. But remember, at midnight, this place actually comes alive. Okay, a lot of these restaurants, these are neighborhood stores, neighborhood bodegas. Okay, you can see there's a lot of food. You got to understand, y'all, a lot of the people that live here in these neighborhoods don't actually get off work until midnight to 1 a.m. You know why? Because a lot of them work service jobs, meaning they work in restaurants or they work at hotels or they work in, thank you, David Wu, they work in jobs where they don't get off work till like midnight. Thank you, David Wu. They do not get off work until midnight. So this is why like all these businesses are just starting to open up. Okay, tap. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Christo. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Very hardworking people, man. I love being out here in an urban village. You gotta understand, a lot of these folks, once again, there's kids that live here too. Families, entire families that live out here. But you're gonna see all types of food tonight. Christy, there's also a little bit of activity here that I won't describe to you guys. You're just gonna have to use your own imagination. You're gonna have to use your own imagination, ladies and gentlemen. Taps and donuts. Hopefully we have a good signal. Shaft, I'm not really concerned because it's not gonna get banned. I don't believe it's gonna get banned. Look at all these. You see that? You see this little husband and wife over here? You see that? You see him mixing up the dough over there, and you see the wife is over there making dumplings. All right, that's what we call fresh handmade. Now, this is not very bougie. All right, this is not very bougie, but I'm telling you, this is all handmade. All right, taps and donuts. Look at that. Man, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Now, that's what I'm talking about when I tell you this is handmade food. Look at that. All handmade. Look at that. Look at how this looks when it comes out. Incredible. All right, taps and donuts, everybody. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Make sure y'all join our Discord group as well, because you get a notification whenever I go live. All right, let's go. Let's keep it moving. What the hell is that? What is that? Yeah, the humidity definitely feels like 87%. Now, I want you guys to observe, okay? Because the people here is going to be very different from another place I'm going to take you guys to later tomorrow morning. So I'm going to be in Guangzhou for a few days. I'm going to try to show you the bougie side of Guangzhou. And I'm also going to show you guys the working class part of Guangzhou. It's all about what I call diversity and mix. Thank you, David John. Thank you, Lady T. What I mean by that is you have to understand, China is a very diverse place. Okay, China's a very, very diverse place. Okay, Lady Lisa is in here. China's a very diverse place, meaning in the next few days, I'm going to show you guys different things that represent this country and this city, okay? In a way that, you know, you probably don't get to see in mainstream media back home in the United States. Okay, my name is Daniel. For those of you that are new to my channel, I come from the state of North Carolina. My family lives in North Carolina. I've been living in China for 6 years, and I stream every single day from China, either indoors or outdoors, okay? Now, as we enter this urban village, you have to remember, the population here is incredible. There's a lot of people living here. Okay, let me turn off my invites. I don't want to do any battles right now. Okay, the population here is absolutely incredible. Most of them are working class people. All right, this is not a place where the rich and fabulous hang out. Okay, this is not where the fancy pants hang out. Okay, and this is why we love to come here, because you get so much life. You know what I'm saying? You get so much life that you wouldn't have in a rich neighborhood. You see, in a rich neighborhood, a lot of people will be asleep already. They be in their beds, they be chilling. But right now it's 11:30 p.m. in the evening, and look at how freaking busy everything is. Okay, I mean, this is busy. Get your daily heart me in, everybody. Get your daily heart me in. Daria, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm just chilling. Well, it's hot. I'm not really chilling. I'm just streaming. The live stream is just getting started, ladies and gentlemen. We've been streaming for under 10 minutes. Okay, please make sure. It's very busy. Now, let me turn off my invites, y'all. This is too many people inviting me. How is the signal, ladies and gentlemen? How is the signal, everybody? Let me know how's the signal, ladies and gentlemen. How is the signal, y'all? How is the signal, everybody? Thank you, Mello. Good? Good. There's a lot of people living here. All right. Now, I have to have my map ready as I walk around here because, like I said, this place is a freaking labyrinth. This is called a urban village. Okay? And the reason why it's called an urban village, for the folks who just came in, once again, this is what we call the cheap, affordable housing that you have in other... Man, I just had dinner, St. Lee. I'm going to show you all the food. If I see something I really like, I'll eat it. But it's going to be a feast for the eyes tonight. Look at all the pig ears over here. Kenya with the daily heart. Look at that. We got food on food on food, baby. Yeah, Viper, I hope so. I hope so. I hope I still continue to have a good signal. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Look at him. Damn, he be making a mess. Oh, man, he be making a mess over there. Look at him. Look at Oh, man. Taps and donuts, everybody. Taps and donuts. Let's keep it moving. Now, Guangzhou is a city of about 18 million people. So 18 million souls live out here in Guangzhou. Okay? Now, Guangzhou is also a huge city. This is one of the largest cities in all of China. Fun fact, 4 tier 1 cities in China. Okay? Guangzhou, Beijing, Shenzhen, and Shanghai. Thank you, Meg, for the daily heart. Hong Kong is actually not one of them. Neither is Macau. The reason is those do not belong to mainland China. Those are special autonomous regions, which means when you look at mainland China, there's only 4 mainland Chinese cities that classify as tier 1. Yet the largest city in China is actually not a tier 1 city. It's called Chongqing. Chongqing is a tier 2 city with a population of well over 20 million people. So Guangzhou compared to Chongqing is actually a small city. It's got about 18 million souls that live out here. Per capita income, you're going to come in at right around 82,000 yuan per year. So that's going to be just over 10,000. That's going to be over $11,500 per year. So the average person, 700 US dollars per year, just under $1,000 a month. They make about 980 US dollars per month. Okay, this is the average. Okay, this is the average. Are we lagging? Are we lagging a little bit? Thank you, Bates. Thank you very much, Bates. Well, we should be okay. We should be okay. We good? We good? Is it okay? We good? We good? We should be okay. We should be okay. When we switch between different cell towers, we should be okay. We should be all right. Okay, we good? Okay. 18 million people live in this city. Okay, 18 million people. This is actually not the biggest city in China. The biggest city in China is called Chongqing. All right, Chongqing is the largest city in China where there's a population of well over 25 million people. So even though this is a tier 1 city called Guangzhou, it's actually not the biggest city. Okay, thank you, Elaine. Taps and donuts everywhere. We're in Guangzhou, we're in Canton. Now, geographically, this place would be pretty similar. Are we still lagging? Are we still lagging, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, Stephen B. Are we still lagging? We good? Thank you, Angst. We good? We good now? Okay. We lost. Sometimes when we lag, we lose a little bit of viewers. Okay, but we should be okay now. Okay, we good? All right, cool. Guangzhou, right, and goes back to what I said about income. Okay, average income of this city is going to come in right at around 82,000 yuan per year. So that's right around $11,600 per year in US dollars. So you're looking at an average income just under $1,000 a month. So in the United States of America, that would be a very difficult income to have to live on. But here in Guangzhou, the average income for the city, right around 960 US dollars per month. Okay, and here in the urban village, it's probably going to be on the lower end of that because this is, again, the lower income area of Guangzhou. When I take you guys to a more high-end part of Guangzhou, the high-end malls, the nice shops, you're going to have a place where everything is bougie. You know, the Four Seasons Hotel, the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. We're nowhere near the Ritz-Carlton Hotel right now. We're very far from the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. So everyone, please make sure you get your daily heart meal in, like Chrissy just said. And let's keep it moving. The housing is not government sponsored, but I will tell you this. The reason why this housing is so cheap is because, again, land is very scarce here in Guangzhou. Even though it's a big city, right? Core areas of Guangzhou isn't even that big. Meaning you only have so much land that you could build in core areas of the city. Everybody wants to be in a core area. Therefore, the housing prices are very expensive. As a result, how do I stay in a city that's so expensive, but I can still be close to the center of the city? That's what these urban villages are for. You got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, you have to remember. Thank you, Angst. You guys have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that China became built up really in the course of the last 50 years. Just 30 years ago, 40 years ago, the entire city of Guangzhou looked like this. Okay? This is literally what the entire city of Guangzhou looked like 40 years ago. There were no skyscrapers 40 years ago. There were no fancy hotels or fancy malls 40 years ago. Everybody lived in a building like this. This is a remnant of old Guangzhou. Okay, and you see all these folks over here? Look at all these folks over here. DJ Bradley. Everybody, please make sure y'all follow the channel. Okay, that's really important. Following the channel is really important, team. Make sure y'all follow the channel and share this live stream. You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, when you are here in Guangzhou in an urban village, you have access to everything. You have food, you have stores, you have hair salons that'll be able to cut your hair. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, for just under $5 US. For a woman, it's just under $5. For a man, it's probably under $4. Okay, I need y'all to share this live stream. Y'all tap on the screen and share this live stream. Okay, now I was making a joke with someone a little bit earlier that I was going to what they call the hood, so to speak, in China. Okay, the reality is there is no such thing as the hood in China, because China is a monogamous society. Not a monogamous. I'm thinking about a marriage. The population is a monolith when it comes to the primary population. Over 90% ethnic Han. So over 90% of the people that you see walking around these streets, they all classify as Han Chinese. Okay, I was born in China. I'm an American citizen, but I was born in China. I am also Han Chinese, which means from a race perspective, a lot of the times when we think about ethnic neighborhoods in the United States, you have let's say a Mexican neighborhood, a primarily African American neighborhood, or a primarily Asian neighborhood like Chinatown. That doesn't really exist out here in Guangzhou, because again, this is a country that's over 90% ethnic Han. Okay, now what separates this neighborhood from different areas of Guangzhou is actually going to be the income. Once again, I have to say that again and again. It's the income that defines the difference between this neighborhood and a nicer neighborhood. It has nothing to do with anything else. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what language you speak. Everybody could live here. Mostly the people that live here have lower income. Does that make sense? What's up, everybody? Now, and again, I'm telling you guys, this is a very difficult place to navigate. You can see there's no street signs anywhere. You see these turns? Do you see any street signs that say, go this way for this street? You see a single street sign? Not at all. So a lot of this stuff for the people that live here is purely based off of recall. Okay? All right. Look, let me slow down for a second because I haven't done this in a while and I feel like I might be going a little bit too fast. Good morning, everybody back home in the United States. Good morning. Okay? Happy Friday morning. We made it to Friday. Okay? Happy Friday morning, everybody. Good morning. We are in Guangzhou, the city of Guangzhou, aka Canton, out here in China, in southern China, and we are What's up, Carrie? We are walking around in a urban village. Okay, it is about 30 minutes away from my hotel. Mello with the donuts. Alexander with the donuts. Mello, you got your own emote, man. You can spam your own emote. Look at all that. Mello with the donuts. Let's go, team. Tap some donuts, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. It's great to see all you guys because, and you guys, you can see this right here. I mean, it's a lot of activities going on, y'all. There's a lot of things going on right here. Thank you, Slaw. Thank you, Slaw. You're not gonna see many foreigners here because you're not gonna see a lot of foreigners here because this is not a touristy spot. This is a living place. Thank you, Angst. All right, let's keep it moving, everybody. Taps and donuts. Let's keep it moving. Oh boy, I mean, it is busy, y'all. I keep getting honked at because you got delivery drivers. I mean, you got people. Thank you, Angie, with the Daily Heart. I mean, there's a lot of people that you'll see here where, I mean, it's busy, y'all. And we're just getting started, by the way. This is the beginning of our live stream. We should be here for 2 hours. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started. Okay? Tap some donuts. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I mean, look. Let me show you guys some rental prices over here. All right. Boom. I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you guys this right now. I'm going to read some prices to you guys that's going to absolutely shock you. All right. That says air-conditioned hostel. So this is a hostel. You can get a bedroom to yourself. You're going to have to share a bathroom. But you can get a bedroom to yourself for 30 to 40 yuan per night. So it starts at $4 and it goes up to about $5.50. That'll get you a bedroom. If you just want a bed, let's say you just want a bed to sleep on. You don't even want a bedroom. You just want a bed. That's going to be about $2.85. 20 yuan for a single bed. So 20 yuan will get you, and this has got AC too. Okay, and you can live there for the whole month as well. So once again, 30 to 40 yuan for a single room. 20 yuan for just a bed. $2.80. Are very cheap. And it has to be cheap. You know why? Because the people that live here are working class people. Okay, a lot of them come here from different parts of China where the income isn't as high as Guangzhou, and they're looking for a better job opportunity. They're looking for a place to work. They're looking for a place to live. They're looking for a place to settle down. This is not a place for them to come and spend a bunch of money, right? This is a place for them to be affordable and try to start a new life. Thank you, Lydia. So this is why, don't be surprised when you see the prices being so cheap. Okay, I can already tell you that a lot of the people that live here in these places, okay, they're gonna make way less than the $1,000 average for the city. A lot of them make like $700 or $600 a month, working different types of jobs at restaurants. When you see this gentleman right here, you see how he's running his own store over here? Look at that. Taps and donuts, everybody. Woo. Look at that. Look at that. That's skill right there. You with the Daily Heart. Man, that's hot, y'all. Look at my face. It's hot. Thank you, Lady M with the donuts. Look, let me tell you guys something. It's hot enough as it is. Okay? The fact that I'm in such close quarters with so many other people makes it even hotter. I mean, I'm sweating left and right. Okay, it's hot. It's hot. Thank you, Madam Tiffany. We'll keep it moving. Taps and donuts, everybody. I wouldn't really call this the slums. because when I think of the slums, when I think of, India, when I think of the slums, right, I think about lack of air conditioning. I think of very unsanitary conditions. I think of like toilets right in the middle of the, right out in the open. I wouldn't call this the slums. Most of the homes that you see here, or the apartments that you see here, they're gonna have AC, and they're gonna have plumbing. They're gonna have hot water. They're gonna have internet. They're gonna have all those things. Okay? So I wouldn't call this the slums. I would just call this a working class neighborhood. Okay? This is a working class neighborhood. All right? Taps and donuts, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep it moving, y'all. The reason why I gotta keep it moving is there's a lot more to see. All right? Look, this is crazy. Look at this. You can get a little haircut over here. Just a haircut, no wash, for 15 yuan. That's $2. $2 for a haircut right here. $2 US. You know what? There's somebody who's watching this channel right now who is going to visit me very soon out here in China. I'm going to take her to come here and get a $2 haircut. I'm pretty sure she's going to be very, very satisfied. A $2 haircut is going to delight this woman. Okay? This woman has been watching us every single day. She's going to love this $2 haircut, y'all. I'm telling you guys. Taps and donuts, everybody. Taps and donuts. This is the first thing she does when she gets off the airplane. Okay, I'm like, hair looks long. I'll take you over here, get a nice little $2 haircut. Look at that. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. And remember, like I said, when you come out here, this is a complete city within a city. Everything is available. I sound like Manny the Watch guy on TikTok. Everything is available. You're talking about all types of hardware, all types of software, anything. Mobile phones, anything you can think of. It's all available. It's all available. Taps and donuts, team. How's the crime rate non-existent? I don't think there's any. Look at this house right here. Okay, this is the perfect illustration. Look at this house right here, y'all. This is the perfect illustration tonight of what I mean when I say this is a urban village, ladies and gentlemen. This house was definitely built in the 80s, possibly even older. Okay, you can see, just look at the way this house is built. Look at the way the exterior is poorly maintained. A lot of these houses are waiting for demolition. This land is very valuable. It's just so big, developers have a hard time tearing down it. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? This dog almost ran into me. What the hell? Have some donuts, see? So you see this house right here? You gotta be careful, man. There's people everywhere. These cars, they zip fast. Thank you. Thank you very much for the donut. Look at this. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Nurse Ratchet with a daily heart. Let's keep it moving. Let me make sure I'm going to the right way. It's telling me to go this way. How wonderful. Chuck with the donut. Oh, let's keep it moving. I gotta tell you this. When I'm out here in China and you look at the way I'm dressed, I got my chain hanging out, right? Like, it's really to prove a point to you guys that it's very safe out here. Now, if I get punched in the face and I get robbed, then that's a different story. Okay? Y'all better call the U.S. Embassy out here in Guangzhou. There is a U.S. consulate out here in Guangzhou. If somebody smacks me up across my head and jacks my chain like Debo from Friday, we got a problem. But usually, everywhere that I've been in China, exceptionally safe. Okay? Even though this is an urban village, you have to remember, this is still China. So they are going to have cameras everywhere that are run straight into the grid, meaning cops can pull this footage at any time. This is why when you think of this place, yeah, it's not the cleanest place in the world. You know, it's a little bit hectic. Not the cleanest place in the world. But it's safe. But it's very safe. Where is this navigation taking me to? Man, what the fuck? I don't want to walk down this dark ass alley, man. What the hell? Look at that. Beautiful. Look at all this. I'm telling you, man, there's some people out here in our channel, very bougie. They fit right in. It's very safe for foreigners. You'll get a lot of people looking at you, but it's very, very safe for foreigners. Not a lot of people come here. Now, check this out. Before we go and move further, these buildings are definitely from the 80s, y'all. Look at these buildings over here. No elevators. Okay, I mean, just look at the way this building is. They're just built randomly. You see that all over the place? I love it. I'm telling you. I love living in China, like real talk. I love living in, signal might not be too good in this alley. I love living in China. This is some place that I've always felt like it's important for me to show you guys in the United States, because I'm gonna show you guys the fancy part of China. I'm gonna show you guys the cool part of China. I'm gonna show you guys the bougie part of China. But it's also important to show you guys that there's a lot of people living out here in this country that are just trying to get by in life. Thank you, Joy, for the daily heart. They're just trying to get by in life. And how's the signal, everybody? How's the signal, y'all? Is the signal good? Please tell me we're not lagging. Thank you, Eddie, Kane. We good? All right, hopefully it stays good. All right, need to make a little right turn over here. I gotta be honest with y'all. It don't really smell that good in this alley. Ain't the greatest smell in this alley. It's probably, you know what, man? It's probably a little better idea for me to tuck my chain in at this moment. But I am a foot taller than like literally half the people here. So there's not much for me to worry about. But I should probably tuck my chain in. Now, if you guys want to see what it looks like inside, take your stairs all the way up to the top. All right, let's keep it moving. I told her. I said we're going to the hood today. I told her. She don't really believe me. Taps and donuts, everybody. Taps and donuts, team. This is the real. I love it. All right, we should be out of this alley soon. I don't want to be stuck in this alley for too long. I want to go into the main core part of tonight, which is going to be a very festive area. Okay, so taps and donuts. All right. Maybe I should tuck my chain in. There's a lot of people here. LG. Man, where is this taking me? Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I understand where this thing is taking me. And you can see people just hang their clothes. Okay, bras, underwear, anything you can think of. They do hang their clothes outside, which is very hard in this city because this is a very humid and a very wet city, especially during the summer. All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet, y'all. Some people are sleeping. I don't wanna wake them up. Okay, you see how people hang their clothes outside? Digital. And that, so sometimes these clothes, they don't really dry properly because a lot of these buildings, they don't have washers and dryers. So they would use a public washing machine and a public dryer in order to get their laundry done. Okay. And I will be fair. I will be fair to everybody who is watching this. And I will tell you that, you know, as you're looking at this, again, this is not the greatest looking neighborhood in the world. Okay. But this is going to be a great contrast to what I'm going to show you guys tomorrow evening. So tomorrow evening, tonight actually, late tonight and early on Saturday morning, I'm going to take you guys to a very bougie part of Guangzhou. What I like to do with my live streams when I'm outside is I love to show you guys contrast. Nothing educates about a place more than something I called contrast. Meaning, when you see how the wealthy people live in this city and you see how the average Joe lives in this city, it should give you a very good idea about what this city is all about. So today we start with a working class neighborhood. Tomorrow we're going to go to a bougie, very Louis Vuitton, Four Seasons hotel type of place. Okay, thank you, Brenda. Please get your daily heart me in, everybody. We're going to keep it moving. I think I'll make a little left turn here. And we should be getting closer and closer to the most popular part of the urban village. Taps and donuts, everybody. Annette and Alejandro. Nurse Ratchet with a donut. Whew. I know Chuck is going to become a moderator. Oh man, I just can't believe I'm here. And another thing is just notice the constant flow of people here. You see that? Love wins. There's no crime. Really, I mean this. There's really very little crime out here. Really nothing you need to be worried about out here. Because my thing with, my view of the Chinese people is very similar to my view of the Thai people and the Japanese people. I think a lot of Asian countries. What's up, Warren? I just don't think they are very violent. I just think violence as a way to solve problems isn't really common out here in this society. Because the deterrence is so strong. Because you see this one, there's a cops right here. Okay, this is a little police station that they have. Well, this one is closed for the moment. Okay, but every neighborhood is going to have its own little neighborhood police station. All right, and you can see this one is closed at night, but you can call that number anytime and somebody will pick up. All right, taps and donuts. And also they have some small garment factories out here in these urban villages. Thank you, Miles. This one is still open. Okay, so some of the things that you'll see made perhaps here in China and sent over to the United States or sent over to Europe, if it's in small quantities, sometimes they might be made in an urban village like this using machinery and using human labor during the day. Okay, so again, you have everything in these neighborhoods. You have restaurants, you have residences, you have hotels, you have haircut barbershops, you have stores, you have restaurants, you even have factories. It's like all in one. Is that the right way? Is this the right way? This don't look like the right way. Just keep going. Thank you, Trina Ray. Is this the right way? And I don't know. I'm just gonna keep walking. All right, and you guys have to remember, like I grew up in a city that isn't as densely packed as this. I mean, look at how close the buildings are. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Miles. Get your daily heart me in and get your donuts in, everybody. It's been a while since I've done this, but I see that people are still love it when I'm in the streets. Thank you, Digital. Thank you, Sincere. Hold on one second. Let me turn off my invites. Okay, thank you, Trina Ray. I see that people still love it when I'm out in the streets. Okay, tap, 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 everybody. Tap, tap. I know you do, Mello. I know you do. It's just very tiring. I don't do it all the time anymore, but I know you guys love it when I'm out in the streets. I try to do it as much as I can. I'm going to do it a little bit more before I get an apartment. And I still, like I said, I'm still going to go outside. It's just, I'm not going to go outside every single day like I did last year. Okay? And again, this live stream is just getting started. Taps and donuts. Make sure y'all get y'all's shares in. Follow the channel if you haven't. Stacy Jones with the donuts. I don't really feel like running any battles this morning. Okay, so I just kind of want to stream and walk around and just chill. And show you guys the urban jungle of China. All right, let's keep it moving. Now, let's talk about the unemployment rate a little bit. Okay, because this is a subject that a lot of you didn't really ask in the comments. Okay, but this is something that we do need to talk about. All right. Unemployment rate in places like this has been going up steadily over the course of the last few years. The reason being is, number one, during COVID, this place was a very, very difficult place to live in during COVID. Okay, I see Lisa keeps coming in and out. I see Lisa keeps swiping in and out. Okay, is the signal lagging? Are we lagging at all? Are we lagging? Is that why she's coming in and out? Are we lagging? We're not lagging, are we? No, we good? All right, thank you, Dabble. We good? Signal's good? Okay, I'm on 1080p, so I'm not sure if we're lagging or not, but we should be okay. We should be okay. Okay, thank you, Big Mac. All right, let's keep moving. Now, the unemployment rate here in this part of the city has been going up, unfortunately, in the last couple of years. All right. The primary reason for this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Donald Trump tariffs and the real estate slowdown out here in China. The real estate slowdown is something that affects not only houses, but it also affects downstream industries like decoration, people who do interior design, people who work on renovations, people who work on building new homes, raw materials. It's a chain effect. A lot of the men that you see here in this neighborhood, they are going to work in the construction industry or something related to the construction industry. So the fact that this is slowing down is not a good sign for a lot of the people that live here. So think about the plumbers, the people that do the roads, that pave the roads, right? As infrastructure spending in China is kind of slowing down a little bit in the last 5 to 10 years because they built a lot of stuff already. There's only so much that you could build before it becomes unproductive, right? So that's why the unemployment rate right here in this urban village has actually been going up in the past couple of years. Now, there's also going to be a significant number of people that live here that dabble working in factories. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out what's been happening to Chinese factories over the course of the last couple of years, right? Really the last 5 or 6 years with the tariffs, right? You think about all the tariffs that are affecting the United States and China, right? A lot of these men and women, especially a lot of the women here, they work in factories. They're going to have retail jobs, but they also work in factories. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? So this is why very, very, very difficult employment situation right now in a neighborhood like this. Really, employment overall in China is still in a good spot. Most people are still employed. However, unemployment has been going up because a lot of people have been laid off in the past couple of years. Not just related to the tariffs from Donald Trump, just overall the economy post-COVID has been a little bit sluggish due to the real estate slowdown. Let me make sure I figure out which way I'm going. I'm either going left or right. I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Not that way. I'm going this way. Hey, I told y'all, I show y'all the real streets. I show y'all the real streets, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real. This is the real, everybody. I told y'all, I show you guys the real streets. Okay, I do this. Thank you, Alec. Thank you, Rezarine. How many of y'all have never seen this before? How many of y'all have never seen me stream this before? Okay, if this is your first time, my name is Daniel. I'm from the state of North Carolina. I went to the University of North Carolina. I stream every single day out here in China. Make sure y'all follow the channel and y'all share this live stream. Y'all, thank you, Al, for the daily heart. I'm telling you guys, y'all don't believe me, man. There's a couple of people, okay? One person in particular, as soon as she gets off the airplane, she thinks she's going to the Ritz-Carlton. No. She's going to the urban hood version of She's going to the urban version of Ritz-Carlton as soon as she gets off the plane. Taps and donuts, everybody. I'm telling y'all, man, she thought she was heading to the 4 Seasons. Ain't gonna be no 4 Seasons. It's gonna be 2 seasons. 2 seasons. Okay? So I thought we going to the 4 Seasons. We're not going to no 4 Seasons. We going to the 2 Seasons right here in the hood. $3 a night. Let's go. Let's go, team. No, ain't no 4 Seasons. 2 seasons. Let's go. Now you can see the restaurants are absolutely popping. Look at that. Thank you, Bates. I'm gonna tell you guys the reason why the restaurants are so popping yet again. For the people that didn't hear me the first time. Very, very simple. A lot of these men and women that work here work in jobs that don't get off work until 10, 11 o'clock at night. They work all day. So this is why when it comes to 12 o'clock, name one other place I've streamed from anywhere in Asia that's as popping as China at this time of the night. Thank you, Des, for the donut. Not Japan, not Taiwan in the southern region of China, not Hong Kong in the southern region of China, not Macau. Nowhere in Asia have I been to is it this crowded and this busy at 12:04 a.m. in the morning. There's people everywhere, man. What up, dog? How you doing? Thank you, Patty Mall. Let's keep it moving, team. Thank you, Lee. Everything is packed. we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. And you see all those ladies over here selling clothes out here in the middle of the street. Y'all see that? They come out every single night. These beautiful ladies come out every single night. You could probably get any type of clothing for less than $5. Okay? Remember, full service industry. Everything is available out here. Everything is available. I'm gonna say it a third time. Everything is available. I don't even know what the hell this is. This look like them little cheerleader pom-poms that we use back home in the United States. When you a little cheerleader at your local high school, you got to use those pom-poms, okay? But I feel everything. Warren, yes, everything. Get your mind out the gutter. But the answer is yes, everything is available here. Taps and donuts, everybody. Look at that. Of course, the snack store is open in the middle of the night. Let's go. Let's keep it moving, team. I'm telling y'all, what tells you this is in China more than this scooter right here? This thing is probably as old as some of the people that are watching. This thing looks 20 years old. Boom. Food. Neighborhood. You gotta love it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna take you guys to a bougie mall, okay? So today, show you guys the other end of the spectrum. Ask me any questions you have about this place. I would love to answer your questions. Okay, see, this is the other thing about this urban village, y'all. Don't think like this is a cheap place with shitty factories. No, they got real assembly lines over here. Like, this is real expensive machinery. All right. This look like an asshole right here. So I don't know what they trying to make over here. Some diapers or some shit, okay? But they got some serious machinery over here. Okay, look at all this. Beautiful. This is a serious place. Look at this. Okay? Taps and donuts, everybody. Man, everybody wants me to give them a tour. I only do tours for a select number of people. Taps and donuts team. We are in Guangzhou, in southern China. We walking around, we chilling. And this place is gonna be like this until 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. Okay, it's gonna be popping until 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. It's like, you got entire families. It's 12:09 a.m. in the morning. You got a little kid out here eating. That's amazing. You know, when I was a kid, I was asleep by 10 p.m. every single night. But you got kids out here. It's beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. I think this is gonna be approaching the main street over here. Wait, hold on one second. Why is it telling me to go here into this alley? Hold on one second. Thank you, Roger. Hold on one second. I don't want to go down this alley, y'all. It's telling me to go down this alley over here. I don't want to do that. Lend the key with the subscription. Why I gotta go down this alley? Nah, I'm not gonna do that, man. I'm gonna just go over here. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take a different way. I'm not gonna do that, y'all. I'm not gonna do that. It's like the next Stephen King book. American in a dark ass alley in China. Gets bit in the arm. What's the name of that clown from It? Just keep it moving, y'all. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go where all the people are. No, I'm Pennywise. Pennywise the dancing clown. Not doing it. But I want to tell people this. Don't laugh at a place like this because, this might not be the prettiest looking neighborhood in China, okay? But like I said, this is millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in GDP being generated every single year. I mean, these are like, that's a That's a family right there. That's a family business right there, y'all. Okay, that's literally husband and wife running an actual business over here. This is a real business. Okay, taps and donuts, everybody. Let's keep it moving. It's a working city. Exactly, it's a working city. It's also what I call, oh, this is something I forgot to mention. This is an immigrant city. Meaning, when you look at this city over here, you look at this little massage parlor over here, okay? It's an immigrant city, meaning you have people that come from all over China to come to this city to seek a better life. You know what I mean? A lot of the people that you see out here in this neighborhood are actually from out of town. They're not locals. A lot of them are from nearby provinces, from Jiangxi province. They're from Guizhou province. They might be from Hunan province. They might be from Anhui province. All over different parts of China, they congregate here in the main tier 1, tier 2 cities, because you have to remember, China is driving towards urbanization. This is a primarily agrarian culture for all of its 5,000 years of history. It is only in the last 40 to 50 years that China became an agrarian-based, went from an agrarian-based society to an urban-based society for the first time ever, really in the last 50 to 60 years. For the entire existence of this country on this earth, it has always been a farmland-based society. So that's why when you look at all these cities, if you come back here in 10 years, you might not even be able to recognize it, because these places might be they might be replaced with big shiny apartment buildings, fancy malls, just totally different from what it looks like. They're probably going to take a stab at it one at a time, meaning they're going to knock down portions of this place one at a time, and then eventually within 5 to 10 years, I think everything's going to be gone. Okay, these are pets, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, no jokes. These are all beautiful pets that are being sold. So if you want yourself a little pet, okay, want yourself a little doggy, oh, cute little doggy. These are all pets. Okay, you could mellow with the crab. Okay, I don't want to disturb your sleep, little doggy. Okay, you could keep sleeping. Taps and donuts, everybody. No, it's definitely pets. See, I knew somebody was going to make a joke about the food. It's definitely pets. Definitely pets. Because I've been to, and look at all the things that are being sold out here, y'all. All right, you got underwear. You got your stockings. You got your Spanx. Everything you want is out here. Look at this. I mean, these are, you see that woman over there? You see that woman wearing pink over there? Sitting on the sidewalk on a chair. You see that woman over there counting money? Like, you have to realize this is their way of making a living. Like, it's a grind out here. This is not an easy way of living. Like, living in China as somebody who is in the middle class or lower middle class, every day is a freaking grind. There are no days off in this society. It is a tough place to live. Very, very difficult place to live if you are a working class person out here in this country. Very few days off and very, very difficult work. And you see right here at midnight, this factory is still working. Look at that. Still open. This factory is open at midnight. Run by one dude. Look at that. This factory, look at this. My man over here is actually working. Look at him. Amazing. What are some adjectives that you guys would use to describe what's it like to be out here and to see this? You know, a lot of you guys are living in the states of Wisconsin. You're living in the suburbs of Tennessee. You're in the farmlands of Kansas. You know, you're in the deserts of New Mexico. And you look on the other side of the world, thanks to an app called TikTok and 5G internet and a VPN, that you guys are able to see what life is like out here 7,000 miles away from where you are. Right? Like, we, the United States, don't have this level of crowdedness other than in a city like San Francisco or maybe New York City. Our life is very spread out. Our life is very... We would have a lot of land to work with in America. 350 million people live in America, 4 times the population out here in China, 1.4 billion people. There's people everywhere out in the society, okay? So again, when you guys are from the different places back home in America, some of y'all come from a city that has only 1,500 people. Thank you, Mello. Some of you guys come from a city that has 20,000 people. Some of you come from a city like I do, where Chapel Hill, North Carolina, probably got 60, 70,000 people at most. You know, and look at him, 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 look at him cussing, look at him cussing, look at him cussing, y'all, look at him. Look, he cussing out that driver. Look at him. You see him? You see him cussing out that driver? Did you guys see him? Did you guys see him? Did you guys see him? Y'all see him cussing out that driver? Did you guys see it? It wasn't just me, right? Y'all all saw that. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. He said, "What you doing blocking the road, you idiot?" That's what he said to him. "What you doing blocking the road, you idiot?" I'm telling you guys, man, when you look at everything that happens out here in China, you know, this is what you gotta realize, man. China is just very similar to the United States in the sense that, you know, everybody's here just really similar to anybody anywhere else in the world. These are just people that are trying to make a living. I will tell you this, though. I will guarantee you this. As an American who's here walking around and, you know, you see these people, how late at night they're still up and they're active. It says a lot about the work ethic of this country. You know, you could criticize a few different things about China. You know, the prevalence of smoking. You know, a lot of times, you know, you go to a place, it may not be the cleanest place in the world, but the one thing you can never take away from the Chinese people is their work ethic. Chinese people have some of the best work ethic on this earth. They can adapt to any type of environment on this earth. You take 10 guys and 10 women from this urban village right here and you drop them off in a mine in Zimbabwe and they'll make a life out of it. You take them and you drop them off in Costa Rica somewhere, they'll build a store. They'll build a store and then they'll build a second one and then they'll open a restaurant. The ability for people to adapt to conditions that we in the United States are not accustomed to or cannot accept is, in my opinion, what gives them the labor advantage. It's not just the fact that the sheer number of people here is significantly higher than what we have in the United States, more than 1 billion more than what we have in America. It's the tolerance for hard work and harsh conditions that, in my opinion, separates the people that live in this country from a lot of the entitled people that we do have in America. Because I come from the United States. I live in North Carolina. We got a lot of entitled people, okay? And we have a lot of people that like to complain. Not much complaining out here in this part of the city. People work very, very hard. Other than the guy that was bitching about the car that was in the middle of the road. Other than him, not as much complaining. All right? Now, what's this dude about to do, man? What you about to do, dog? What the fuck? Look at this. What he about to do? Hold on, look at him. What's he about to do, man? What is he doing? What is this guy doing? Taps and donut. Hey, this ain't Japan no more, right? Have you guys ever seen a car this dirty in Japan? Okay, this car looked like the last time I got a car wash was probably like a year ago, right? A lot of these cars are pretty dirty, right? It's a little bit different from Japan where the cars look so clean, but it works. It gets the job done. The appearance may not be that good, okay, but it gets the job done. Taps and donuts, everybody. We're going to keep it moving. Follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. What time is it out here? 12:19 p.m. 12:19 a.m. in the morning. So just past midnight. I'm soaked head to toe. It is hot. So when I get back to my hotel room, I need to shower. And obviously, I got to get some sleep and get ready for the stream on Friday night, which is my Saturday morning. But again, I asked the chat, what are some adjectives that you would use to describe this place right here? Okay, what are some of the adjectives that you would use? Let me stand over here. I'm also going to ask you guys a different question. What are some adjectives? Loud. Okay, is loud an adjective? Okay, what do you think these ladies are doing and all these men over here? Busy, hustling, lively, vibrant, busy, colorful, competitive, chaotic, crowded. Okay? Share this live stream, everybody. Hit that share button, y'all. Real. fun. Okay, you see these women and these men over here sitting on the street? Do you guys know what they're doing? Do you know what these ladies, these older women in their 50s and in their 60s, do you know why they're sitting on the side of the road? They're waiting to be picked up early in the morning for a job. Okay, a lot of them are waiting for work. They get paid by the day. Okay, so if a factory needs a couple of women to do some sewing, if a factory needs a couple of men to do some labor, this is what they would do. They would come out here and they would get them. All right, Taps and Donuts, let's keep it moving, man. It is busy out here. Every store is open, y'all. Look at this. Every freaking store is open. My God. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We hit the jackpot. We hit the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at how busy this is. I love coming out here, y'all. Look at this. We hit the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I freaking love coming out here. Look at this. It's almost 1 a.m. in the morning. Almost 12:30 a.m. in the morning. It's busy, though. It's very busy, though. Look at this. Look at that. It's 12:30 a.m. in the morning. And you see those two cops over there? One cop over there, one cop over there. They're not official police. They more like Paul Bart, the mall cop. Okay, so these dudes wearing a vest standing in the corner because this is a very populous area where they want to make sure nobody's getting into a fight. Maybe nobody's getting drunk. So they got one over there, Rayon with the dinosaur. They got one over there, and they got one over there. Okay, I call them Paul Bart, the mall cop. Not real cops. They ain't got no weapons. They just stand there. Look at all the honking. Look, he going over there to investigate. Thank you, Terry. He going over there to investigate what's going on. Look at that. Guyver, I'm out here in Guangzhou. Oh, they fighting? Are they fighting? Yeah, you know I love a good fight, man. World Star, you know I love a good fight. I love to instigate. I love to instigate. You know this, man. Thank you, Steve. You know I love to instigate. All right, so if I see a fight, I'm getting close. I love to instigate. Instigating is my part-time job. All right, Taps and Donuts, everybody. Taps and Donuts. We're still ranked number A127 in America. We're back in the American ranks. Okay, and again, look at that. Isn't that crazy? This is China Mobile. This is a store for China Mobile selling cell phone SIM cards, cell phone plans. Danny and Candace still freaking open at 12:30 a.m. in the morning. Let's keep it going, y'all. Taps and Donuts, everybody. Man, you could buy anything. You could buy anything and everything out here. Thank you, Rick Marr. I was in North Carolina from March till May, and I gotta be honest, man, now is my first time back in Guangzhou and looking at this. Even I'm a little bit not used to this. This is a lot of activity going on. Thank you, Melanated Sister. Thank you, Selena. Thank you, Tree Hill. Thank you, Selena. You guys miss me in the streets, don't you? I know y'all miss me in the streets. This is what I do. I do this. This is what I do on TikTok. Follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. I do this shit. This is what I do. I do this. This is what I do, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Man, thank you, Danny. I know you guys miss it. I know you guys miss it. I know you miss it. I do this shit. This is what I do. Now, you know, the one, thank you, Aqua Akeem. The one thing that I would tell you guys that I would use to describe this place, though, again, is very, very noisy. It is a very noisy place. Like, you know, it is just a constant, when you close your eyes, it's just thank you, Guyver, thank you, Alexander. It's just a constant ding of noise everywhere you listen. Like, I want you guys, if you're watching, thank you, Doge, for the Daily Heart. Close your eyes. Don't look at the screen for a second. Close your eyes and just listen to your phone. Do this with me. Close your eyes and listen to your phone. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you have an all-night city. Okay? Yeah, don't close your eyes if you're driving, please. Please keep your eyes very big and open. Okay? You got a little pharmacy over here, still open at 1 a.m. in the morning, 12:30 a.m. in the morning. Isn't that amazing? And you know, here's the million-dollar question. How in the world do you live in these areas right here? Thank you, Purple Creations. How do you live up there? When down here you have all these vendors, right? With these loudspeakers that are advertising and trying to get business. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? I guess you got to get used to it, or you got to wear some earplugs. Everything on this table, 25 yuan, $3.50. Get your hands on it. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Tap some donuts, everybody. Tap some donuts. You know, and the other thing is, you know, I almost hate to say this in a negative way, but you see a lot of the older women here and a lot of the older men here in these neighborhoods, like these three ladies that are sitting on the side of the street over here. Time is a very valuable thing. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have for any person in this world. Time is the most important thing that you have. But unfortunately, for a lot of the men and women here that are unemployed, that are used to doing day labor, sometimes they might go 3, 4, 5 days without picking up a job. Thank you, Jer Bear. So they might go 3, 4, 5, 6 days without picking up a job, and every day they'll still come out here and they'll just wait and see if a labor contractor is going to come and pick them. All right, now it's only 12:30 a.m. in the morning, 12:27 actually. Wait till you come out here at 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. It is going to be even more popping. It is going to be even more crowded, more lively than what you see here, because that's when a lot of the people are going to get up and try to get a job. All right? Ooh, man. Ooh, fuck. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That dinner's kind of hitting me, y'all. You guys ever do the same shit I do, where you feel something in your stomach? You feel something in your stomach, okay? But you gotta pause whatever it is you're doing for like 10, 15 seconds to assess the situation. We are in the assessment stage right now of the journey, okay? The computer is running a diagnostic of my stomach. What do you think is the odds that I'm gonna get into a bathroom right here in this urban village, man? Okay, what do you guys think is the odds of me using a toilet here in this neighborhood? I would rather just get a diaper from a fucking convenience store rather than going into a squat toilet at one of the public toilets here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I should be okay. I should be okay. I should be okay, y'all. I should be okay. I should be okay. All right? There's no way. Push comes to shove, y'all. Y'all gonna find me in that little corner over there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find me in that little corner over there. Push comes to shove. Okay? Away from all the lights. Yeah, I'm gonna be right over there. All right, we should be okay. We should be okay. All right, AK Border with the first gift. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving. See how all the people when I'm out here in China love to turn around and look at me? They love to look at me. They love to see me because they hear me speaking English. So they love to see what I'm about. They turn around, they look at me. Okay, par for the course. Happens to me all the time out here in China. The reason being is I look like them. You know, I am them. I was born in this country. They think of me as one of their own, even though I'm an American. So when they see me walking down the street and they see me speaking in full-blown English and very loud noise, they do turn around, they look at me. But that's the thing about the Chinese people. That's the thing about the Chinese people. They're curious, but they're not aggressive. Same thing in Japan, same thing in Thailand. They're very curious, but they leave you be. They mind their own business. They might look, but they don't bother you. And that's why, another reason why I love living here, it's enabled my channel. You can see more of these ladies sitting over here. They're probably gonna be sitting here till 4 a.m. in the morning. Okay, some of them, they sit here and and it's hot out here. It's uncomfortable. It's not comfortable to sit out here right now. It is hot, it is warm. There's no AC. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a tough way to make a living, y'all. You see a lot of the men are not wearing any shirts because it's hot. Taps and donuts, everybody. Look at this. Look at that. Man, look at all that, man. Look at that. Woo. What y'all think that is? What y'all think that is, y'all? What do you guys think that is right there? Because it ain't noodles. What do you guys think that is?
微信收看20元。
Danny, that's a good guess. Chitlins. Chicken feet. Nah, these are intestines over here. Thank you, Stacy. Nah, it's not worms. It's not worms. This is intestines. Pig intestines. You got eggs. You got sausage. Okay, you got fermented beans over here. It's good eating. But the one bad thing about eating here is that it's very salty. Very, very salty food. All right, this is very, very salty food. So again, you have to realize, back in ancient Chinese times, and even today, a lot of the workers that you see at factories eat very salty food, especially down here in southern China. The food that they eat is incredibly salty. You can guess the reason why. They sweat so freaking much all day long, working in factories and tough conditions. They need to have a lot of sodium in their body because they sweat it off. Okay? Now, take a moment and look at all these homes, all these apartments above. They all have AC. They all have, every single unit has AC. So don't think of this as the slums. It's just not a high-class neighborhood. It's just a lower-end neighborhood, but it's still comfortable. You got AC, you have running water, you have hot water, you have everything you need, you have internet. I have 5G right now. Otherwise, how am I streaming for you guys back home in the United States? Right? This is par for the course. It's real China. Taps and donuts. Let's keep it moving. 18 million people live in this city. I guarantee you at least a third of them live here in these types of villages. Let's go. Follow the channel, everybody. I'm going to need everybody to go and follow the channel and join the Discord group, y'all. We got a little Discord group with over 2,400 people in it. Every time I go live, you get a notification. The link is in my bio. Make sure y'all join the Discord channel. It is totally free. Look at that. Man. I'll tell you guys this. A great idea for an American who's visiting China, Alexander with the donuts, is that you guys have to come out to places like this, man. You come out to China, for most of you guys, I always say this. You go to the Great Wall, you go to the Forbidden City, you go to Disneyland in Hong Kong, and you get your ass home. That's all you do. You go to a nice mall, you stay at the Intercontinental, you stay at the Four Seasons, and you get your ass home. You got to come out here to neighborhoods like this. Grab a dinner. If you're ever in China, grab a dinner at one of these spots over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, grab a dinner here. Eat something from the street food over here. You see this young lady over here making the street food? You see that? That's her boyfriend right there. These are just two young people trying to make a little living in the after hours. Okay, you see that? They just trying to make a living. They probably have a day job. They're just trying to get some extra income late at night to supplement their income. So let's keep it moving. Y'all see those little convenience store? I like it. Again, it's not fancy, but it has everything you need in the community. Man, every type of person is safe out here in this country. You could be purple. You could be from Mars and you will be safe. Okay, everybody is safe. I don't even understand why they be eating this stuff. It's so hot. This dude's adding all that chili oil. Look at all that chili he's adding on. I don't know how they do this, y'all. I don't know how they do this, man. It's like 85 degrees outside, with nearly 90% humidity. I don't know how they're eating this hot-ass food over here. Okay, and you see that thing he's wearing in his mouth? He's making sure that he doesn't spit into the food by accident. Let's keep moving. Look at that. 2 Seasons Hotel over here. Let's keep it moving. Taps and donuts, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. For a couple of people that are watching, a couple of our MVPs who's always playing for us and supporting this channel, what are you guys' thoughts on this little outdoor stream here? Rent is cheap, Mama Goni, very, very cheap. What are your thoughts on what it's like to be here, and what do you like? What do you think about what you see? Thank you, Diego. Thank you, Roger. Like, what do you guys think about it? It's great. Chuck, you like it? You love these types of streams? It's a vibe. What do you think, Warren? What do you think, Bates? Get your daily heart me in indeed. What do you think, Lisa? I don't know. Y'all don't even know she's watching. Mello loves it. Y'all ain't never saw this? What's up, Penny? Nana, I know you do. Thank you very much, Coco. Make sure y'all follow the channel. Never seen this before, right? Thank you, Bates. Thank you, Miss Annie. City name is Guangzhou. We're in the city of Guangzhou. Thank you, Bates. Taps and donuts, everybody. Make sure y'all follow the channel if you haven't. A lot of times at nighttime in America, it's my daytime. It's very hot outside, so I like to stay in. Thank you, Mikio. Thank you, Mkio. I like to stay in, you know, because it's hot. But at nighttime, I like to come out and show you guys some of the street. Okay, but this is what it's really like to live in China. And a few other things I would like to say about living here in China. I've been here for 6 years. I've never been robbed. Nobody's ever stolen anything from me. Nobody's ever beat me up before. I've never gotten into a fight, a physical altercation. That's actually not true. I did get into a little situation with my neighbor one time in my last apartment. But as far as walking down the street, everybody here minds their business. This is a country that really defines minding their own business. Nobody's gonna say hello to you. Nobody's gonna say how you doing. Nobody gives a shit. Okay? They only worry about themselves. Okay? People are worried about how to make money. People are worried about how to make a living. They do not care about how your day was. Nobody's gonna nod to you and say hello. No one cares. Okay? This is I wouldn't call this a cold society, but it's definitely a society on the go. So if you're living in southern United States like I do, I live in North Carolina, where you can't walk 15 yards before somebody says howdy or how you doing, or it gives you a nod or gives you a smile. Ain't nobody nodding at you. Ain't nobody smiling at you out here, but it's not a bad thing. It just means that people are on the go. They have a life to live. They just want to get their own shit done. They don't want to bother you. They don't want to be bothered. Okay? Taps and donuts, let's keep it moving. And again, prices are going to be super cheap. They're going to be way cheaper than what you're going to get at all those luxury food stores that you're going to have here in China. Because they have luxury grocery stores in China as well. What the was that a rat? I swear to God in my life, I just saw a rat scamper across the floor. I just saw a big ass rat scamper across the floor. Did you guys see that rat? I just saw a rat scamper across the floor. Lisa, how you liking this live stream? 150C view with you watching a professional. You watching a professional. You watching a professional. Okay? Thank you, Fally. This is how you run a room. This is how you run a room out here on TikTok. I've been doing it for a long time. You watching a professional. This is how you run a room. Thank you, Fally, for the donuts. Make sure y'all follow the channel, everybody, and tap on the screen, y'all. We are on our way to 500,000 followers on TikTok. Man, what? See here, this is. I will tell you this, man. This place, it does have a lot of trash on the ground. I will say this. Thank you, Luther. Okay, not yet. I'm not live pro, Michelle. I'm not live pro. I wish I was live pro. I'm not live pro. I wish. It is a little bit dirty. I will say this. It is a little bit dirty. And you know, do you guys know? Do you guys know why it's a little bit dirty out here? Do any of you guys know why it's a little bit dirty out here? Anybody know the reason why? Let me know in the comments why it's dirty. Think a little bit deeper. Don't just say, oh, because they don't care. Like, think a little bit deeper. Why do you guys think this neighborhood is a little bit dirty? Thank you, Disco. Thank you, Maurice. No landfill. Tourist. No, definitely not. That's a good guess. Not tourists. Poorer area. No trash pickup. Not enough money. The number one reason why this place is a little bit dirty is that it doesn't have the constant number of cleaners that you see on main city streets. Like in main streets of Guangzhou, it's going to be impeccable because the city pays a lot of money to hire these people to clean the streets. Here in a neighborhood like this, is way too big, way too many people. And at nighttime, those guys don't work. They come here and work in the morning. So by the time you get past 6, 7 o'clock when they get off work, and then you get here to midnight, a lot of trash will have accumulated. So that's number one reason. Not enough labor to clean all this up. The second, and also the second largest reason, 1A and 1B, is the fact that a lot of the people here are migrants. This is not their hometown. This is not their home. You feel me? This is not their home. This is not their hometown. They don't care in many instances about what happens to this neighborhood because they're going to be out of here in 6 months. They're going to be out of here in 7 months. There's no pride in the neighborhood. Does that make sense? It's just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of them are just here to make money, and they're going to be back in their hometowns or their home villages in 6 or 7 months. If you lived here permanently, if every single person here owned these apartments and they lived here permanently, I bet you this place will be a lot cleaner. But they are renters. A lot of them leave after 6, 7 months. So this is why, like, there's a lot of litter. You're going to see a lot of these things. They're very busy. They just want to do their job and they want to go back to their home village. Most people here don't stay in Guangzhou. Most people here are just here for 2, 3 years, make a little bit of money so they can go back to their hometown and open a freaking store, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Taps and donuts, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's get the 200 donuts, y'all. Thank you, Tyler. Let's keep it moving. Wow, Kit Kat. Lena. I will agree with you. It is this place is looking a little bit filthy today. I mean, I don't remember. My mind is a blur sometimes. I don't remember what it looked like a year ago, but it is looking a little bit of filthy in some of these spots. But just remember, I mean, it's there's a lot of population. There's a lot of it's just very, very busy. There's a lot of men and women that move through these spots every single day. So I can understand why. We got somebody keep spamming. Let's go, y'all. Taps and donuts. KX. Let's keep it moving. You see, once again, look at all these women over here looking for jobs, looking for employment. Okay, but I do have to, I have to be fair and call a spade. Drug use is not very prevalent out here. Homeless is not very prevalent out here, right? If you can't afford to rent an apartment, if you can't afford $2, $3, $4 a night to rent an apartment, then you just leave. And you just go back to your old home village and you go back to where you're from. Okay? So even though this place may not be the cleanest in the world, it's actually not full of homeless people and it's not full of drug users either. This is actually a place that's just, like I said, full of a transient migrant population that is here to do their jobs and go back to their hometown. That's it. That's it. They say this city has 18 million people. I suspect there's probably 25 to 30 million people on some very, very busy days because you're going to have people coming from neighboring cities and neighboring provinces that are not registered and they're just here to do jobs and do labors. I actually think this city's probably closer to 23, 24, 25 million people on most given days because you have people that commute from other parts of Guangdong to work here. Okay? Tap, tap, tap. I show you guys the real. Now, my whole thing is this. When you judge a place, I want you guys, the audience, to judge for yourself. I'm not here to tell you how to feel. You can form your own conclusions about a place. Okay? My job is to explain to you what I'm observing and the nuances. But you are intelligent enough to judge for yourself these places. Does that make sense? I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm only here to show you. My job is to show, it's not to tell. My literature teacher from high school always told me, Daniel, show, don't tell. Okay? I'm not here to tell you what to think. Just like tomorrow, when I take you guys to a very nice part of China, I'm going to take you guys to a very nice part of Guangzhou, you're going to see a totally different side of Guangzhou. You're going to see a Hermes store. Okay? Man, Oliver, man, I ain't telling you what to think, man. You need to use that brain of yours and you need to think for yourself. Okay, when I take you guys to a Hermes store, when I take you guys to a Louis Vuitton store at a nice mall, you guys have to think for yourself and you got to judge for yourself. Okay? Taps and donuts, everybody. Taps and donuts. Thank you, Richard. I got your text message. I see your text message. I see your text message. This is par for the course. 800 people is light work for us. We do 2,000-3,000 easily a lot of times. Make sure y'all follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. How many new followers we got on this live stream? How many new followers we got? Let me see how many new followers we got. 170 new followers already. In an hour and a half, we got 10,000 unique viewers already. Thank you, Barbara. I told you. This is how we run a room. I'm a pro. I do this. This is how we run a room. For those of you guys that are OG viewers, I've been doing this for a long time here on TikTok. I know how to run a room. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. Look. 1 a.m. in the morning. 12:46 a.m. in the morning. Look. For those of you guys that are shopping at Shein, for those of you that are shopping at Urban Outfitters, you see that? So this is why I tell everybody who's watching, I don't like to talk about politics on TikTok because it's divisive and no one wins. But you can never doubt the work ethic of the Chinese people. The work ethic of the Chinese people in this world is second to none. They are the hardest working people I have ever seen in my life. At 12:46 a.m. in the morning, they are working at this garment factory, making products that's probably going to be worn by you at Shein, okay, at Temu, all the things that you buy. I'm telling you guys, and look, that's the hiring poster right there. You see that? They're hiring. Okay, and this is going to come and go in shifts. When these ladies and these two gentlemen over here, when they're done with the night shifts, somebody is going to take their place early in the morning, 24/7, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Trip, for the rose. Let's keep it moving. What's good, Will? What's good is I'm out here in Guangzhou. I try to give you guys 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie, I am exhausted. Okay, because I had to transit over here from Shenzhen. I never got a nap in the car. I tried to get a nap in the car, but the dude was blasting music. So I am exhausted. I do need to go back to my hotel room and get some sleep because the Friday night live stream is very important for me. But I wanted to give you guys an hour and a half, 2 hours. And starting on Saturday morning, or Friday night, I'm going to give you guys I don't know what I'm doing on Friday night. I don't have any series or anything. I'm just going to be chilling and doing some 1v1s. But on Saturday morning and Saturday late night, we're going to be hitting the streets of Guangzhou. God has given me no rain. God has given me the perfect blue skies. Okay, the air quality is great. It's a little bit hot, but I will be taking you guys tomorrow and for the next couple of days, I'm going to be taking you guys throughout Guangzhou. We're going to see Guangzhou from different vantage points, different neighborhoods. You guys got to follow the channel. If you are not following the channel, I'm telling y'all, if you do not follow the channel, you are missing out on high quality videos, and you're missing out. You're just missing out. This shit is free. Shit is free, man. Donald Trump just gave this app another 90 days. Donald Trump just gave this app another 90 days. You got to hit that follow button, man, because I'm telling you, it's free. 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 Taps and donuts. You see what I do when I'm on TikTok. When I see I follow every goddamn channel. I scroll, follow, scroll, follow, scroll, follow, scroll, follow, scroll, follow. I follow everything. Okay? Victoria's Secret, follow. Okay? Agent Provocateur, follow. Okay? Every channel I follow. It's all free. Free. I like free. Okay? The word of the day is free. If it's free, I follow. Okay? Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Toy Man. Hey, Oliver, it's because I'm not always scrolling. Shut your ass up. Let's keep it moving, team. Follow the channel and share this live video. But you got to feel for these ladies, though. You know, I'm telling y'all, man, this is somebody's mother. This is somebody's grandma right here. They still out here hustling for a job so late at night. You see this? They all hustling. They all hustling. And look at the massage parlors. See that? Working. 12:49 a.m. in the morning. Look at that. $39.99 yuan. $5.50 for a 65-minute massage. Look at that. $5.50 for a 65-minute massage. 39.9 yuan. Yeah. Look at this. I'm telling you guys, all these things, so many things that we buy in the United States, that you buy at Home Depot, that you buy at Office Max, they come from places like this. Look at that. Go Pacers indeed. I hope the Pacers win it on Sunday night. I'm rooting for the Pacers. I want the Pacers to win the NBA Finals. Like, real talk, legit, I want the Pacers to win the NBA Finals. Okay? Taps and donuts, y'all. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Make the dollars and spend it in China. Exactly right. I love living here. And this is why a lot of you guys, man, you guys ask me, why do I live in China? The diversity of life. Within 20 minutes, if this is 7 p.m. right now, within 20 minutes, I can go from here to a Hermes store. Not that I would buy anything at a Hermes store. I wouldn't even be able to get into a Hermes store dressed the way I am. The diversity of life in this country is absolutely incredible. It is an incredible diversity. Everybody lives under one roof. I'm telling you guys, it is an incredible, incredible place to visit. Incredible. I love going to Japan. I love going to Thailand. You know, one of our viewers, Mr. Will, he owns a little spot out there in Bangkok called Nana Plaza. He's the proprietor of Nana Plaza. He don't own shit out here in China, though. Thank you, Lapel. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, China is just different. It's different from any place I've been to in this entire world. Okay, it is total. Oh, he's here, actually. The proprietor of Nana Plaza. You see the little hospital right here. This is a makeshift community hospital. You see that? And it's open. 12 o'clock, 12:51 a.m. in the morning. This is a community hospital. It's still open. That's probably the doctor over there, too. Still open. Isn't that amazing? Look, everything is open. Look at this dude. They all working. How much they paying? Oliver, stop pocket watching. Stop pocket watching. First of all, Oliver, let me explain something to me. It is Friday, 12:52 p.m. in the afternoon. You are a doctor. Why are you watching TikTok? I want you to explain this to me. Okay? You don't even work during regular hours. These Chinese people are working at 12:53 a.m. in the morning. 12:52 p.m. in the afternoon is work hours. Why are you on TikTok? I do not understand this. Okay? I do not understand how the Chinese people are working at 12:52 a.m. in the morning and your ass is not even working during normal work hours. It doesn't make any sense. What's the minimum wage here? Right around $400 to $500 a month. There's no hourly minimum wage. It is a monthly minimum wage. Taps and donuts, everybody. Hey, let's get to 200 donuts, team. We're 41 donuts away from 200. The Discord link is in my homepage. It's in my bio. It is in my homepage. See, usually I would be very tempted by a lot of the stuff that you see here, but I gotta tell you guys this. I'm not really feeling the appetite right now. Roger, Slover, and Shelby, and Bass. Let's get to 200 donuts, team. Let's get to 200 donuts, y'all. Thank you, Candace. We're almost at 200. See, this dude over here trying to get a little spot. He's trying to get a little place to live. Thank you, Candace. You know what? I feel like taking my shirt off. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like taking my shirt off a little bit. Thank you, Chris. I kind of feel like taking my shirt off, y'all. Everybody else is doing it. Maybe I should take my shirt off. Man, Oliver is on call. He not on no call 24/7, man. Taps and donuts. Thank you, a newbie. Let's keep it moving, y'all. It's hot. Do it for donuts. We hit 200 donuts. We hit 200 donuts. Hey, tomorrow night, though, tomorrow night, your Saturday morning, I'm going to give you guys a longer show. As it is already 1 a.m. in the morning, and it's going to take me like 30 minutes. What up, dog? How you doing, man? How you doing, big dog? As the fact that it's going to take me another 30 minutes to get back home to my hotel, get back to my room, I'm going to tell you guys right here, right now. Okay? I'm gonna hang out with Paul Bart, the mall cop over here. I'm gonna tell you guys right here, right now. If you haven't followed the channel, you got to do it right now. All right? If you haven't followed the channel, you got to do it right now. It is free. I will be seeing you guys tonight, Friday night USA time. All right, I will be seeing you guys. And then on Saturday morning, very early in the hours of Saturday, we will be touring the streets of Guangzhou yet again. Okay, I wanted to give you guys a little 1.5 hour, 2 hour sneak peek into this beautiful city. We've done that. I'm about to go back to my room and get some sleep, take a long shower. It is hot. It's gonna be my third shower today. 1 in the morning, 1 when I got to the hotel. I'm gonna take another one. It's hot. It's hot. It's H-O-T, hot. Okay, I'm going back to my room. Make sure you guys follow the channel if you haven't. I will be back on tonight. I'll be back tonight. I'll be back on Friday night. For everybody that's at work, please enjoy your work. Remember, it's Friday, okay? You get paid at the end of the month no matter what. So just do a shitty job if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Don't work too hard, okay? Don't do much. Your boss is not gonna fire you. It's America, okay? They can't fire you, okay? Just do the least amount of work you can to get away with it. It's Friday. Your boss don't even care. Your boss, he or she don't even care, okay? Do a Oliver Liu and do no work. I'm telling you, do a Oliver Liu and do no work. I promise you, it'll work. Okay? Daniel, I'm out of here. Make sure y'all follow the channel. I'm going to see you guys on Friday night. I'm going to take it easy indoors. And then on Saturday morning, I'm going to hit the streets with you guys. Much love, everybody. Aloha. Much love, everybody. I'm out of here. I'm going to see you guys later. Have a great rest of your Friday. And remember what Daniel said. Listen, if you get in trouble with your boss, just said the Monkey Kong told you on TikTok it was okay to do no work. I'll see you guys later, everybody. Go check out my new videos if you haven't. Check out my latest video. It's cool as hell. You will have seen something you've never seen before. Daniel, out of here.